Welcome to another edition of Broncos Country Quarantine, sitting down with Broncos kicker Brandon McManus. How have you been holding up in quarantine, Brandon?
No, it's obviously it's been different for all of us, and one of the unique things is that this is during our off season, so it's not a huge difference. Obviously, we're not traveling around and going to restaurants and eating and stuff like that. But with my wife and I, who have 15-month-old twin boys, so we're at the house pretty much anyways, trying to wrangle them around and stuff.
Yeah, how's isolation been with them being so young and being twins?
Yeah, I'm thankful that it's obviously not they weren't in school yet because we'd be pulling our hair out trying to homeschool both of them. But no, it's been a ton of fun. Obviously, being around them and constantly and just enjoying the time together with them and seeing them grow up.
What's a typical day kind of look like for you guys? Maybe you can turn your phone around and show us what your setup is there.
Yeah, well, no, I can take you on a quick little tour, I guess,
Yeah.
and let me see how good I am at this Zoom stuff. Obviously, we're all learning new technology here, but no, I helped build this kitchen here for the kids, and this is pretty much their main toy area on the main floor here. And then one of the things that I'm trying to do is get outside when it's nice out. Get out of the house and not being stuck in the cabin fever in the house. So these are kind of our three main modes of transportation here. Here's the kids wagon that we use,
Oh,
and
wow.
here
Fun.
their little Mercedes car that I got them. That I just drive around with a remote control, and then I ended up buying a kind of like a road bike to try to keep in shape and do some exercising while exploring Colorado. All the beautiful sights and trails and stuff. So that's kind of been the most that we've been doing and hanging out and trying to figure out this whole thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, the weather hasn't been so great. It's been snowing here, but I think it's going to warm up here again soon. So hopefully they can get out on their little Mercedes again.
Right.
I know you talked about, training. How have you been training and staying in shape at home?
Yeah. So like I said, doing the biking system, and then actually here I can take you guys on another quick tour here. Sorry. Down in our basement we have uh, a room that we built. It wasn't here at this house initially, but we added it, and it's got two Pilates machines in here and a Peloton as well. It's another biking system.
Mhm.
I got a little dumbbell stand here and try to do some type of work to help me stay in shape, like you're saying during the season here. And obviously, you can't. Before, kind of, we went in the stay in place with quarantine. I was over at Vaughn's house working out and stuff, but obviously, times have changed.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you got an awesome setup. You said you were going to Vaughn's house to work out. Have you been keeping in touch with any of your teammates?
Yeah, obviously, this will be my seventh year here now, so obviously we have a younger team now, but some of the older guys, been friendly with for years now, and and me being an NFL player rep, this has been a big off season here with the new CBA signings and this potential virtual workouts we're having here coming up. So being in contact with them, trying to see, make sure everybody voice is heard here.
Yeah, I know that format for the virtual offseason program was released on Monday. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about what was agreed upon?
Yeah, so obviously I'll speak for our team because we don't have a new head coach, but um, what we could do is a 3-week virtual initial start. So most likely it'll be April 27th. Could be April 20th, but most likely April 27th for 3 weeks straight. And that's just 2 hours of video and meetings. And then there's a potential for 2 hours of working out. Now, teams don't have to opt into a virtual workout. They could choose not to do that, but they could choose to do the virtual meetings, which then players would voluntarily report to in this time period. And that goes through to May 15th.
Mhm.
And then after that, depending on obviously if the facilities are open, if one state where a football team, club is held, if their state is still shut down and their facility's not open, then all 32 stay closed. So pretty much at that point, at May 15th, it's almost more of a wait and see period. But then if the facilities are open. But if they're not, then they will continue to do these virtual workouts for 2 hours meetings and 2 hours potentially of virtual workouts. And hopefully at some point the facilities get open. But if not, it pretty much would maintain the virtual up until whoever they'll convene about training camp.
Mhm. Now, have you been able to talk to the team or coaches about kind of how this is going to work?
Like I said, me being the rep, I've called actually Mark Thews, who kind of runs the football operations and stuff, to kind of get a grasp about you know their mindset of what they were going to do. 'Cause like I said, you don't have to do the virtual workouts.
Mhm.
So before a bunch of players are calling me or asking me about stuff, I wanted to circle back with him, and so him and Vic and John are putting together a plan that they think fits best, and then they'll let me know and the players know.
Was there anything else that was discussed kind of surrounding this time of uncertainty? I know you talked about virtual off-season program and kind of what it's going to look like if different facilities or all the facilities don't open up, but was there anything else discussed in regards to that?
Um, Not much. Obviously, I think there would definitely. It's not just once the facilities are open, it's going to be back to normal. I'm sure there's some precautions that we'd have to go through, whether it's weekly, daily, to try to obviously keep you know the spread from happening. And obviously, we have great doctors and medical staff here that will help us and guide us through that. One of the things that they were interested about, obviously, is who knows if there'll be fans in the stands, obviously for the games, and that wasn't totally discussed because I think they're more optimistic about the season starting, and regardless, I think they want the season to happen. So I think whenever we get to back to work, whether it's the back to work for OTAs or back to work for training camp or the season, I think everything's going to look different. So um, just I know a lot of the guys are hoping to get ready and get back out there. So
Yeah, we definitely all are hoping to get back to the facility here soon. During free agency, the Broncos signed two new members of the special teams unit, punter Sam Martin and long snapper Jacob Bobenmoyer. Have you got a chance to talk to them? What are your thoughts on them?
yeah, so we signed Jacob last year when he was rookie coming on Northern Colorado. So I met him last year during the rookie mini camp and stuff like that. And then I've known Sam Martin for a couple of years now, just from playing with him and having mutual friends. So I'm excited to have them both. And then we have another a long snapper that'll be new as well, Wes Farnsworth, signed right after the season too. So it'll be a whole new special teams room for me, and we're excited to get going. And obviously, we got Tom McMahon back, our coordinator. So just trying to be as good as we can. Try to really separate ourselves in that retrospect of the game and help the team win and do our best on the special teams side.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks, Brandon, so much for your time. I'll let you get back to your family and your twins, but stay safe, stay healthy, and hopefully we'll get back to the facility here soon.
Thank you. You too.